Cette émission vous est présentée par Atelier 1805. Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue au Donny Show. Aujourd'hui, je suis un petit peu nerveuse, je vais vous avouer, parce qu'aujourd'hui, je suis en compagnie de Marcus Troy. Salut Marcus, comment ça va?
Great, thank you.
Oh my God, I'm happy you're here. By the way, my English is not perfect, okay? So, bear with me guys, okay? So Marcus,
Yes.
I wanted to have you here for so long.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people told me I couldn't have you on the set, and I still decided to ask, and here you are.
Well, yeah, you ask, you shall receive, right? That's how
I
it
know,
works,
I know. Marcus, we want to get to know you today, right? And I follow you on social media a lot. I know you're a blogger, t'es un styliste, you do so many things. But who is Marcus Troy? Who are you?
Who am I? That's an interesting question. So my new perspective on that is that I'm not defined by, the things that I do. I'm not defined by my blog or my social status or whatnot. I think I want to be defined by what drives me, what keeps me going, what wakes me up in the morning. So what I'm passionate about. And I think that these days I'm passionate about living. I'm passionate about travel. I'm passionate about connecting with people. I truly aspire to inspire people. And I think that's what defines me more so now than anything else.
Ok. Mais c'est vrai que tu es vraiment inspirant. De toute façon, je te suis sur Instagram. Tu fais souvent des petits monologues qui, justement, nous aident à passer au travers certaines choses. Puis, il y a beaucoup de monde qui voudrait être un petit peu comme toi. C'est-à-dire, blogueur, ils veulent réussir à faire quelque chose. Tu vois, comme là, tu travailles aussi avec Nike, tu travailles avec Puma, tu travailles avec plein de monde dans l'industrie. Et c'est quoi, comment on peut faire pour en arriver là? C'était quoi ton cheminement?
I think it's very important for everyone to first understand their why. And when you understand your why, I think everything else falls into place. A lot of times people look in social media and they get obsessed, or they're like, oh, I want to be that. But what do you want to be exactly? Like I had a person one time tell me, man, I want to do what you're doing. I want to travel the world and do cool things. And I said to them, then become a flight attendant. Right? Like, at the end of the day, like there's many different ways to get to the point you want to do. But if your why is travel, then you can become a flight attendant and travel the world.
But I think what the person means is they want to have that. Parce qu'on s'entend, t'es un petit peu, t'as une notoriété, you're official on Instagram, so we don't see that much surtout à Montréal, on n'en connaît pas beaucoup des influenceurs justement qui sont reconnus à travers le monde.
Right.
So c'est sûr que les gens veulent peut-être cet aspect-là, like you became someone like people wanna be, c'est-à-dire pas nécessairement ta personnalité, mais être rendu là au niveau de leur vie.
Yeah, but then I asked the question, I'm like, what is it that you want exactly? Like, what is it that you're searching for? What is your why? Like, when I started in this space that people know me for, I started off with a passion to share what I thought was cool and what I liked and what I loved. That was my why. I wanted to share, because if you know me in real life, I'm going to tell you where to eat, where to stay, what to do, how to do it, what to wear. That's what I do in real life. So being online through the blog, originally how we started in this space, was just to share what we liked and we loved. That was the why. And developing credibility because people believed in my opinion and what I thought was cool, I think that's what propelled me to have an audience. People were like, man, we're gonna check in with this person. But when people wanna be me or they wanna do what I'm doing, but what is it that you wanna do? Like there has to be a clear distinction of why you wanna do what you wanna do. Like there's nothing cool. First of all, the word influencer, I hate it personally.
Okay.
But there's nothing cool about being an influencer, because people want to be an influencer because they want free things in the mail.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about that. Like everyone's an influencer in my opinion. Everyone can influence other people. So what I believe that people want, they want the allure and they want the idea of what it's like to fly around the world, get free things in the mail, be around celebrity, because that seems like something that you just want. But what are you doing there? People don't understand, I think, the amount of work, time, effort, meeting, conversations, redos, reshoots that goes into everything that we do. It's a lot of work. Like if you come to our studio or to our space, we're not messing around. Like we're actually trying to work. We're trying to really do amazing things, and I think people want the lifestyle more than they want the work.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And quand tu es souvent sur l'internet et tout, do you receive a lot of backlash? Des gens qui te disent peut-être des méchancetés, ou maybe you feel some type of jealousy, so they go into you.
Not enough.
Not enough?
No.
Okay.
I don't
but
get it.
Sometimes.
Rarely.
Really?
Yes.
Because I do get some sometimes, and I'm not even an influencer.
I understand that, but like, I think we need the critics. We need people who are resistant to what we're doing. We need people that are on the other side. When people seem to, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people probably don't like what I'm doing, or not fans, or not down, but they don't necessarily voice it. Yeah. But I challenge the people who don't like what I'm doing. I challenge them, have a coffee with me first, you know, because there's this wall of the internet where things become so separated, where you feel like, I don't like this person, I'm not down with this person. Like if you go to Kim Kardashian's page, for example, in her comment section, people are saying the craziest things.
Yes, they do.
Like she's not a human being. Like she doesn't read that and feel sad, or feel like we don't know her. We don't know her. We don't know what she's going through. We just judge. So the people that don't like me or not down with me, I encourage them to like spend some time with me. After you spend time with me, if you're like, that guy's a prick, I don't like him, cool. However, to just judge people online because you have an opinion, I don't think that's cool. And I don't feel like I get a lot of it. I don't get enough of it. I think that sometimes we all need that resistance, or that opposition to keep you going. Like you need, every hero needs a villain. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah. But the thing is, people judge.
Sure.
I think it's inévitable.
Yeah,
people judge. And when we see you on the internet, you look a little bit intimidating. Now you're like, let's go for a coffee. I wouldn't think you would want to go take a coffee with me, because you're very like in your things, t'es réservé, you're very, you know where you're going, you don't seem to have time. Et souvent, tu t'écris des trucs qui sont vraiment intéressants. And I'm kind of scared to like answer, because I'm like, oh, maybe there's too many people writing you, tu comprends? Fait que c'est sûr que les gens, ils se font une image de toi parce qu'ils le voient, tu comprends?
Yeah.
So,
listen, not for nothing, growing up, I've heard that a lot. Like my brother and I, we used to be in the park as kids, like 12 years old. Yeah. And the OGs, the older guys, would come to us with, man, fix your face. Like, why are you so upset? And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, I'm happy, you know? I have a very serious canal de visage. Like, I have a very serious...
Yeah, you have a serious face.
Like a serious, focused face. Where I've heard many times that I'm intimidating.
Yes.
It could be the aura that I project. It could be the way I carry myself. It bothers me to hear that, because I feel that sometimes people feel that myself or my twin brother, that we're not approachable. And I feel that I don't want to project that kind of energy. Like you're always smiling, you're always like open and lovely, and I think that's a cool way of being. I would like to say maybe our father's the same way. But we do move a bit militant. We do move a bit more serious than the average person. Because we're focused, we know what we want out of life, we know what we want to do, and it could be intimidating to people. However, I also believe that we shouldn't be intimidated by anyone, because we're all human beings. Like I pump blood too.
I know.
And I feel that sometimes could prevent opportunities and blessings of people's perception. We live in a world where perception is more powerful than reality. Yeah. So if you perceive people to be a certain way, it could prevent you from wanting to approach them or working with them or doing things with them. And I've heard this before, and I've tried to, I guess, analyze a bit, how do I counter-react that? But it's also worked in my favor. So a lot of people don't come to me with the bullshit.
Exactly.
You know, like a lot of people don't come. A lot of people don't come to me with the nonsense. Like they know that, oh man, I gotta go see the twins. I gotta be serious. I gotta be on point. I gotta know what I'm doing, and that's cool too because we don't want to just entertain everyone that has something to say. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm guilty of that. Like the first time I actually followed you, I didn't know who you guys were, neither you or your brother. Et il y a quelqu'un qui me disait, oh my God, they went to Gala Dynasty, and they were like, they didn't talk about the Troy brothers. You know Gala Dynasty?
So yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I got nominated. I nominated and won once.
Oh, pour de vrai?
Yeah,
Bon, mais justement, so they didn't hear about you. And I was like, okay, who's that guy? And I started following you. Puis je te trouvais vraiment intéressant. Et justement, quand je faisais cette émission-là, j'ai rencontré ton frère et tout, and we decided to produce the show together. And I said, I want to have Marcus and his brother on the show. And they were like, no, Donny, don't ask. No, they're not going to do it. Like, they're not approachable. They won't say yes. They are very, like, into their image, and it has to be, you know. And I'm like, well, it will be cool. And I'm happy. I'm happy you're here, though.
Thank you, but I'll tell you this, though.
Yes.
Okay? My brother and I, we would like to believe that we have a certain taste level.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? And when we work with people or deal with people, we expect things to be a certain way because we like things to be done properly. And a lot of times people come to us with half-baked ideas. You know, I call it the garden theory, where a lot of people, they tell you, come see my garden, come see what I'm growing, and then you show up and it's not even seeds there, right? We prefer it when you've planted your seed, you've tended to your garden, you have flowers blooming, and then you says, come see what I've been growing. That's a bit different. A lot of people get excited and they want you to come see their seeds. There's nothing special about seeds until it grows, until it blooms. So I really feel that it's not that we're unapproachable, like we want to do things that are right, and we do care about our image, and everyone should care about their image.
Yes.
Everyone should care how they're presented. Everyone should care how they look on camera, off, what their personal brand is about. And because we have standards, people think that we think we're better than people. But no, we have standards. Like if you come to our operation and you see how we're living or trying to live, you would understand that it takes a certain level of discipline, a certain level of taste, a certain level of discernment to sort of get on this journey. And we're not knocking anyone else that doesn't have it, but we want to make sure that we represent it in the best way. Yeah. So that's the only reason why. But if someone's telling you that you shouldn't ask and he wouldn't do it, they shouldn't make decisions for me, and it shouldn't prevent you from going after what you want, because now we're here.
Yes, we are. And you know what I like about you, Marcus, is when I'm following you and I'm looking at you, if we're going into a bad day or a bad moment, you always, I don't know if the situation always occurred to be in the way you feel, you make people feel good. And I really, really like that. Continue what you're doing.
Thank you.
I love it. I'm a fan.
Thank you.
And I'm happy that you guys are producing the show. Espace Gris is producing the show, and I think it's going to be an amazing year. So I thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, but I just want you to tell the people, what should they do if they have a project they want to do? What is the first thing they should do to get where they want to get?
This might sound cliche, but a lot of people, they never start.
True.
Everything is just talks. Everything is just an idea. Everything is like, one day I'm gonna wait until it's right, you know? We call that the gathering wood theory. You know, you wanna start a fire, so you get a piece of wood, and you're like, okay, I need more wood. You get more wood, okay, I need more wood. You keep getting all this wood, okay, I need more wood, and then you never start the fire. Yeah. You know, to start a fire, all you really need is that one piece of wood. And after you get that one piece of wood, you start like the fire, then go get more wood. Yeah. Then you can add to the fire, make the fire a bigger fire. That's true. I think a lot of people, they don't start anything because they feel they don't have the resources, the time, the money, the right people around them. And I think that is what prevents people from being great. Like, starting my blog cost me $9.99 on GoDaddy. Okay. Okay? Okay. $10 a year, I think it is. Yeah, a year. Yes. Okay? Okay. You buy the name that you want, you start the process. Yeah. Then when you start making a bit of money, maybe you get a designer. Then you get a logo made and a design made.
You planted the seed.
You planted a seed. Investing in yourself. You know, I've gone out of my way, spent money to take trips to places for that meeting, for that opportunity, for just a shot at something. And sometimes I got it, sometimes I didn't. If you don't start, you don't believe in yourself, you don't take risks. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you want to take risks. You want to do things that's never been done. My brother and I, we live in a life, in a world where we're constantly trying things. And we're constantly failing, which is amazing. Failing is amazing. Because the more you fail, the better you get. And I think that...
The better you learn.
And you learn. And I think that people are... If you want to do anything in this world, A, you ask and you shall receive.
Yes.
B, you put it out into the universe and you start. You want to start a TV show? Start a TV show. There's no way that you're not interviewing Oprah next time. You know what I'm saying? Like, or Will Smith or whoever else. It starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you probably didn't start with 3 cameras. Maybe you had 1 camera once upon a time.
I did have one.
you get you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you kept going, and I think people lose a lesson of like, oh, it's not working, let me give up. And I always believe personally that the pot of gold, sometimes it's around the corner that you don't see. And we sometimes quit before we get to the end of the corner. Like we start walking, like, not to keep going, but like there was a guy who needed to get to work, and his car broke down or something, or he didn't have a car, and he knew that the walking distance to get to work was like 6 hours. So he left at 2 o'clock in the morning so he can be there for like 8 a.m. He did that for like a week or something crazy. Walked to work because he needed to be at work so he could feed his family. Didn't let not having a car or whatever stop him. Then his boss found out about it, the news found out about it, and his boss gave him his car. You know what I'm saying? A guy like that is unstoppable.
Yep.
You cannot tell that guy anything. You know, our fathers, they come to the West Indies, and our parents, and they've talked about walking to school for 3 hours. We don't know what that life's about. Just because you know you have to do what you got to do. And we have to remind ourselves that what you put into this world is what you get back. And no one gets a free ride. The universe is not built that way. So if you are willing to put in the work and to start whatever you have to do, you're inevitably going to see success if you see it through. And don't get me wrong, many times I want to give up too. I want to quit and give up and be like, I'm done, it's not working, nobody cares. But that one person who pays attention and who follows you and loves what you're doing is kind of all the motivation I think we all need to keep the ball rolling. Amen
to that. Thank you, Marcus.
Pleasure, thank you.
Tell the people who you are, where they can follow you.
Sure, my name is Marcus Troy, and you can follow me everywhere in the world at Marcus Troy, MarcusTroy. I'm passionate about life, I'm passionate about travel, I'm passionate about connecting people, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Marcus.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So everybody, this was Marcus. Thank you so much. I did it in English. So je vous dis à la prochaine.